and welcome to the Salty Boys Podcast.
I guess I can pick up like one word. He's like, he's saying, Bean!
What are you here for?
Well, Miss Dell Belfiend, it's nice to meet you.
Did you read my... What's her name? Congrats.
That's not fucking her name.
Dell Belfiend.
Not...
On its balls. The Salty Boys Podcast.
Jeez.
Now we're
And it's just the beginning.
we're all on the FBI most wanted list.
Yeah, please don't post that. Are we recording now?
We are recording now.
Okay, well, I'm fucked.
It's okay. I do have an edit tool.
The person that just said all those keywords is Sawyer.
Welcome back to the podcast. It's been
NSA.
a long time for us, and also a long time on the upload schedule. Not my fault. I blame the Epstein estate.
Technically speaking,
Jesus.
it was your fault.
It actually was my fault.
9 months ago?
First part, yeah. Yeah, true. Fair enough. Anyway, I'm the DM. And to my left is...
Not the DM. And to my left is...
McCoss, I'm playing the captain.
He's also not the DM.
Correct.
And to his left...
I'm also not the DM, but I'm playing the great Yardley Quiffin.
And to his left, who is also not the DM.
I'm playing myself.
And to his left is Tupac's hologram. Mm-hmm. Still don't have the audio rights.
Say hi, Tupac. What up?
No, we don't have the audio. Shit. You just cost us $2,000. Anyway,
A syllable is $1,000 each.
as graciously as the Tupac hologram is gesturing back to the DM. I'm the DM
with middle
again.
fingers.
Yeah. And then to my left is
Actually, AR. I'm playing the real Big Nick.
right. And he's not standing up, but we're just gonna assume that he's the real Big Nick. Well, the real Big Nick.
This time.
Please stand up.
I don't get it. Is that a Tupac song?
Yes.
Yes.
That was Creed.
Oh.
Yes.
On their seminal album, Nevermind?
No, it's like Reese's Pieces.
God, we are off the rails already. We didn't even have rails to start with. Yay! So, just a quick recap. You guys heroically defeated an Arctic Hydra, banished it back to its native plane, thwarting Captain Coldfinger's plans. We had a little bit of a sneak peek that he... maybe I wrote that. I think I wrote that. Okay, yeah.
We
so
had
we
a
haven't
different
seen
sneak
it.
peek.
We'll have a different sneak peek. So we had a sneak peek at the encroaching Sahuagin threat, which apparently is not that threatening, given that the sea ice has been frozen over for a little bit. However, with the melting and the temperate weather, that may come back to bear. We'll see. Also addressed after your Arctic Hydra shenanigans, you procured some rare Arctic Hydra eggs, some various treasure. You sold some, you kept some. So let's also go in a circle another time and see what you're doing in Saltmarsh. We'll start with you, Big Nick.
Well, there's only one thing Big Nick can do, and that's play music at the bar.
Nice.
So, which is still on the ship? Mm-hmm. All right.
Right now
So, Big Nick's taken it upon himself to finalize his education of sea shanties.
Mm-hmm.
So he's picked up quite a few since we're on a floating bar. The
Are they
good
in the
news,
key of C?
There's only one sea shanty that matters.
sea shanty 2.
It's the second sea shanty.
No, it
But
turns out
first,
that,
you must master the first sea shanty.
By the seashore.
Yeah.
turns out that
Easy for you to say.
Harder to eat.
Turns out that this whole floating bar business has actually been good business for Seamus because the patrons throw up early.
Oh, yeah, and you don't have to clean it up because they throw over the side.
That's true. Unless they hit the docks. And then we still don't clean it up.
Yeah. And you just throw a bucket on there and
That's true.
rinse it right off.
So I've been playing at the sea bar, and I've been trying to work it out with the powers that be, and also with Seamus, which was mentioned in the last episode, trying to get the bar moved to the site of our first grand adventure,
Yeah,
which was the
so-
former haunted house.
I want to say in the midst of you playing, you are also working with Seamus on some paperwork to get sort of the cogs moving bureaucratically.
Between set breaks.
Yeah. I think Seamus can't read, so I think with your Imperial education, you are a great asset in helping him, like, sort of discern these these documents.
Seamus knows one letter. S.
Yeah, he's learned that much so far. In his he's a dwarf. In his 200 years of living, he hasn't learned common script. Because why would he? He's just serving drinks and shit. So we get this cool panning shot of Big Nick and Seamus working together, with some sea shanties being played in the background. Next, we have the captain. What is he doing?
How much time do you think has gone past since our saving of the cold marsh?
I'm going to say a week, which is given enough time for almost everything to thaw out with just little stubborn patches of snow. But the temperature is very comfortable, warm in the afternoons, and still residual warmth in the evenings.
Gotcha. So about a week's gone by. Captain's getting a little worried about Daffrin. So he's going to be going through his little underground smugglers union, whatever we have here, just seeing if he can find any any sort of sea elves that are sort of colonized in the area, or anybody who would know where Daffrin might be.
You have your little sneaking around in the alleys, and you're asking about. Make an investigation check for me.
All right.
First skill check of the night.
Not great. That's an 11.
Okay. People have heard that, obviously, when you mentioned Daffrin, they say, my condolences, I heard he went missing, after, seeking so the Sea Elves sent a delegation. This is the information you get. The Sea Elves sent a delegation after Daffrin left to go, seek their counsel, but he did not return. And one, individual, I won't give him a name unless you want a name, tells you that the king of the Sea Elves is particularly temperamental, and so that if he has not returned, it's potentially that he is either been killed for sport by the king of the Sea Elves, or he is, or worse, that king of the Sea Elves likes to see blood sport. So Daffrin is likely.
What was that guy's name? It was Stephen Wifflebat or something?
Yeah, Stephen Wafflebat.
You're welcome.
King Stephen Wafflebat of the Sea Elves.
It's all one word, by the way.
Yeah. So what, Stephen Wafflebat? Yeah.
There's a hyphen from the A to the T at the end of Wafflebat.
Uncountable apostrophes.
Cool. So can Captain give some have someone run off to the Sea Kingdom and see if they can find evidence or something for sure?
Yeah, for a
do you
price.
mean, can Eggplant Boy do that?
Yeah.
Yeah, send him on a.
Captain actually wants it to get done.
Damn. Yeah.
Well, I don't know how much
price.
money Captain's got because we got paid for the last gig, but
Oh yeah, that needed to get resolved.
Yeah.
You were going to get collectively, because it's based on a bounty versus. Let me find that CR. I did this math before and then didn't write it down. Let me turn on airplane mode. Hey, quick reminder if you haven't turned on airplane mode yet.
Won't be too long, boys. We're going to get real internet down here before too long.
So between
Real airplanes.
you were getting an 8,000 gold bounty for defeating the Hydra.
Oh, wow.
So that is for defeating the one Hydra. So you collectively share 8 grand.
So can we divide that by 5, counting Daffrin with a share?
Yo, fuck Daffrin. He wasn't here. He
That's
didn't
true.
help.
You didn't defeat the Hydra.
Counting Eggplant Boy with a share?
Yeah,
you
you
get
also
2
didn't
gold.
help. Yeah.
So-
Here's your
wait.
tip.
Keep the
So
fucking
we,
change.
Would we each get 2 grand?
so minus 300 for me because I had him work on my little magic bow sword thing.
Okay. Yeah, I got 300 gold captain credit. That has been resolved.
So I'm at 17, a measly 1,700 gold.
Not bad. I'll say in I'll say it, when you're working at these levels, they're giving you gems instead of just the gold pieces because,
More size efficient?
yeah, and 100 gold is a pound of gold. If you're carrying around 17 pounds of gold,
Yeah.
or 100 pounds of gold,
17,000 pounds of gold.
yeah,
That's what Yardley should have done is fucking formed a mint, started making paper money. Paper gold, boy. Call me the
This is
alchemist.
legal tender, boy.
So
We call it a fiat currency because $1 is exchangeable for 1 fiat spider.
Please.
Bad business model. Fiat 500s are $2.
So you have some money to work with if you want to like commission. It's not like terribly expensive to just like go off to the Sea Elf Kingdom and come back and tell me what's going on.
Yeah, Captain's willing to pay for that.
Okay.
What are we talking?
Who are you talking to? What kind of person are you looking for?
Ideally a sea elf, so that they could
Not
get
arouse
there, get
suspicion.
back, not arouse suspicion, not have to
Yeah.
like go through any sort of like fucking channels.
Yeah, you could find a like a fisherman retiree who's willing to go out.
Preferably somebody who probably like
return
has
to his
heard of
homeland.
Daffrin or knows him from around the area too.
Yeah, that's a little specific. So I'll say probably 200 gold will float you all the travel expenses he needs plus his labor of going there and coming back.
He's got it.
All right, so he sets off. Yardley.
Yardley has communed with the Emerald Gentleman to try and get his spot back where he was.
Yeah.
And he came up with that plan.
Yes.
And he would like to see if he can get land so he can start breaking ground on his school.
Yeah, so land is in fierce competition right now, given that a lot of Saltmarsh has been thawed out. There's not much land that isn't spoken for already. You'll have to specifically be negotiating with someone.
Well, funny enough.
I've heard of a fireworks shop right outside of town.
Council members is who you'll want to talk to about that.
Then he will talk to the council.
Which one? Like which one of the... do you want some names?
Give me some names.
Ada Oland is the chairwoman. She is the one who owns the most amount of boats in Saltmarsh. You've got Manistrad Copperlocks, who owns the mines. You've got Jellin Primewater, who is the richest man in Saltmarsh. You've got Ander Solmore, who represents imperial interests. Well, he doesn't. He is from the Empire, but he owns. He inherited some land in Saltmarsh, and so he moved here. Eleander Fireborn, the one I always forget, Captain of the Guard. So, that's who you're working with.
Let me talk to Rich Boy.
Okay, Jellin Primewater. He has a slick mane of gray hair and a fancy mustache that he keeps waxed. He has a monocle, and you notice with your keen eyes that he is sporting an emerald green bow tie.
You guys have like a secret handshake or something?
You know,
Yeah, you
It's
walk up
called
to
the
it and
double
goes,
Dutch rudder.
give him a guac guac. Actually, you spit in his mouth. Funny enough.
Welcome to our
It's not all you do in his mouth.
No, I don't think they really have a secret handshake. They've kind of evolved from that bullshit. So I mean, he'll just kind of walk up
Yeah.
because obviously the fucking green emerald bow tie is enough to be like, well, I say we have a fellow gentleman in the presence, Yardley Quiffin.
Yeah, and we will start with that in just a second. Bach, what are you up to?
Spreading the word of Procon with his fist.
We will come right back to Yardley and Jellin Primewater because I actually have a scene for Mock right away.
Well, and he's also keeping his ear to the ground about Grim because
Yeah.
that guy snuck off, and he seems fishy now.
Yeah, he actually. Well, we can. Word around town is that once Saltmarsh thawed out, his mercenary company that he established got commissioned to go out into the drowned forest to go retrieve something important, a person or an item, and he hasn't been seen back since. However, while you were in the temple, what you doing?
Actually, I was thinking he was spreading the word at the empty
out,
net.
out and about.
Yes.
Okay. The burned ruins.
No, the boat.
The boat. Oh, okay.
By people that got too rowdy inside.
So, someone you recognize as a frequent member of the club, a prominent member of the Procan Society for Physical Strength, also known as the PSPS. It is a novitiate Tabaxi paladin. Tabaxi is sort of cat people. Who's named Seven Fingers, approaches you. Sir, we have reached a critical point in the society's growth. Our numbers have never been higher, but should we start asking for higher buy-ins? This would bring in greater profits for the winners as well as more skilled fighters, but we may isolate some lower-earning fighters. What is your decision?
As long as you can take a cut off the top for me, that's good.
Of course, as you wish. And he scampers back and runs away to go deliver your decision.
Seven Paws.
Sprinkler.
Seven Paws needs to come with us on the next mission. He's the new eggplant boy.
Yeah.
Yardley would like to talk to Seven Paws and Seven Paws.
Yeah. You want to stop him? Hello, sir. How may I help you?
Why, I say,
Would you be interested in joining the
what is it?
the Prokin Society for Physical Strength?
I don't think I'm a member of
to say.
It is easy for you to say, isn't it, good boy?
I feel like you're mocking me, and I
No,
don't appreciate
not
it.
one bit, my boy. And he's gonna like scratch him on the little underside of the chin.
Yeah.
Behind the ear.
Yeah.
No behind the ear.
On its balls.
Sir, if you mean to disrespect me, we will have claws. If you find yourself brave, broad-shouldered, and such, meet me at the Temple of Prokin, and we may have a fisticuffs.
Is this cat voiced by Andy Samberg?
Maybe, I don't know.
You're doing a good Andy Samberg.
Oh, thanks. So, a little more background before we jump into your talk with Jellen Primewater. Oh, actually, no, now is a perfect time. It says, Yardley, a pleasure. To what do I owe the pleasure of your counsel?
Well, I say.
You might.
That was the spitting in the throat.
Oh my god, dude, it's been nuts. I've been talking all day. Mr. Primewater, I have come into a little bit of a problem recently.
Problem?
I've been trying to weasel my way back into the to the gentleman after a series of some misfortunes. It appears my last venture has left me not contributing to as much to the cause as I would have liked, and I'd like to re-enter my name in the hat, so to speak.
I see.
And I'm in need of some acquisition of land to give the youth of Saltmarsh something to look forward to rather than just drinking and sailing.
I see. Well, as a newly minted member of the society, of which we may not need mention, I see myself as a newly appointed member, and I see you as one who needs to get back in their good graces. So, I say we align our forces, maybe direct our efforts. And enough of my bandying words. You need land, I have land, and we put this together, and we share in the glory or share in the defeat. What do you say?
I'd like some of that in writing before we go. As you know, we gentlemen need to be careful about our decisions.
Of course. I'll have my scriptwriter write up a contract.
Lovely. Would you like to hear my plan before you just blindly agree to give me some land? Because I could be running a whorehouse. I could be running a drug farm.
He's like, I wouldn't think of it, of course. Your reputation precedes you as slayers of hydras, and if you share company of the captain, perhaps my assumption may have gotten the better of me, but I assume you are of good humor and a good judge of character.
I am. I like to think so. Minus a little incident I had with a genie inside the... it seems I've been lampooned.
Best I don't know about that.
Very good.
He says, well, let's talk more details, and turns with a hand on your shoulder to talk to his scriptwriter and write up a contract that you two would see.
Jellen says, you ever heard of a thing called Zachlon B?
No! So, do you want to make, I want to say insight check, like, to see, is he gonna screw you over, or is he gonna, like, give you a good end of the deal?
You might say, is he going to gas you?
An 8.
It doesn't seem like he's fucking you over on the contract, and like you said, what really matters about this is the perception from the society, and basically you guys are going to set it up. You both will finance it. He's going to provide the land. In exchange, you'll have to provide a little more of the financial support. It's like you negotiate a 65-35 split where you're doing 65% of the finances. So in land, he does 35% of the money, and then pretty much you both are gonna do a presentation before the for the Emerald Gentleman at the end, and that way you both will have look what we did.
A little bit of baking soda, a little bit of vinegar, and
It's a book report.
Yeah, a little
Volcano.
paper mache volcano. Yeah.
I'm going to do a science fair project for
I
the
get to go to the
EGs.
county level after
Yeah.
this one.
I did that.
As you are working on this with Jellin, there is a courier that delivers to the empty net aboard the SSS-2, addressed to the captain and to Mock. And I need to roll something really quick.
Question: in Salt Marsh, is it also considered a felony to read someone else's mail?
Probably. I mean,
The captain will stab
It's-
you in the dick if you read his mail.
it's
Mock will punch
packages, so...
He'll probably just punch you anyways, though. It's like a high five, but with punches.
I mean, Big Nick's probably earned it.
Okay. One is much larger than the other. The bigger one is addressed to Mock. The smaller one is like longer, and it's addressed to the captain.
It's not the size of the prize that counts. It's how the motion of the ocean there, Mark. Don't be getting no ideas from this.
You would say that.
Yeah, so are you guys there? Are you opening your packages?
I'm on the boat. And so is Seamus.
It's
Yeah.
like Christmas morning. He just rips that.
I feel like before, on his way back to the SSS squared, Captain is going to stop by Anders' office.
Okay.
He's got a couple of different
Yeah.
tasks there. Ada asked him to kind of keep tabs on Anders, and Captain's been sort of waffling on that. So
It's okay. You've been slaying hydras and
yeah, so he's going to just go and pop in on him.
Yeah.
He's also... Captain's also very curious about the Empire's sudden, like, heightened activity and interest within this little backwater town.
yeah. So you walk in, and Anders and his secretary are in this office area that he's working with. He is hard at work on some new council business, and he's in the middle of talking to his secretary when you come, and he says, "The hero of Saltmarsh himself. I hear you're a Hydra Slayer."
Hey, among other things, lad. How you doing this fine day?
I'm well. From sort of like behind to your right as you've walked in, Hydra Slayer, and you turn and it's Scarin Wave Chaser is like standing in the shadows, like edgelord, like it just gives you a little bit of little creepy crawlies. And Andrew said, "I'm sorry, you asked a question. I had too many things going."
No, you're good. He just asked how he was doing.
How he's doing? That's right. He says, "Good. What can I help you with today?"
Just stopping by on the way back to the old boat. So Captain at this point is just he's gonna look around the room, see if he notices anything like not kosher.
Yeah, make a perception check for me.
Yes, a suspiciously large amount of ham.
Perception is a 13.
You notice in the corner there's a couple crests on the wall representing some of the noble houses of Saltmarsh. One is the Solmore house, which Anders is the scion of. There's a noble portrait of his father and mother, with him as a little babby in a little sailor outfit. Very cute. And then you also notice a rock that has been perched up on a like a little shelf that like was specifically made for it. Can I have an Arcana check as well?
Yeah.
Giving away its a little magic.
That's a 4.
It's a rock.
It has
rope.
it has a passive.
I do have double my proficiency bonus on stone checks, though.
Go and add that. Yeah.
Yeah, it's +0 because
Wait, double your proficiency?
it's double something.
It's double the proficiency bonus.
I think it's 3 now. So if you rolled a 4,
I think I think it's specifically history checks with
Yeah, it's-
rocks is
well,
with
history-
dwarves.
oh
and
no,
I have,
It's whatever. It's proficiency because we did this four
No, it's-
times already, 3 or 4 times already.
no, because history is an intelligence thing. I'm not proficient in history, and I have a +0.
Right, but it's right. So it's whatever stat he's rolling.
I see what you mean. Okay.
So,
So if he were rolling athletics when in regards to rocks, he would get a
No,
bonus.
it's specifically history.
Oh, it was just
with
history?
rocks. The whole point was I don't get a bonus for that. Just
that's
making
what
it dumbass
It is
joke.
rock related, so I'm factoring that in.
Yeah. Either way,
It has a passing resemblance to a like a sending stone or like a scrying stone, something with like divination.
does it look similar to my luck stone?
Sorta. It's sort of a similar shape, but you get an idea that it's like a different purpose.
Gotcha. So he's gonna look at Anders and go, or he's kind of like looking at his pictures, looking at all his imperial paraphernalia. He's like,
He notices you catch like the portrait in your eyes. Mother and father, I miss them more and more every day.
always wondered that about you, Anders. What's an imperial boy like yourself doing in this backwater fisherman's wharf?
He says, well, truth be told, it was never my intention to be here or to run my family's affairs here, but I'll be honest, I'm glad it did. It's brought some unexpected excitement into my life that I wouldn't have had if I stayed in the capital. There, it's all cutthroat and backstabbing, and here people are plain and honest, and I really like that. I really appreciate that. It's something that the Empire needs more of. It needs more good people, and honestly, the people of Saltmarsh are good. That's what I see, at least. What about you?
First of all, is this guy like is this guy talking like a politician, or is he like being a bro?
You want to insight that?
I do want to insight that.
Jesus Christ, I'm almost at 19.
You're rolling hot today.
We're a fucking luckstone that. Why not?
All right.
I want this. It's better. It's a 10.
Okay. I mean, it's like maybe the rhythm is like sounds like political platitudes a little bit, but like it seems like his words are coming from a truthful place. He's not outright lying to you for sure.
All right. Cool. So yeah, he's gonna just kind of continue the conversation. He's like, "Aye, a lot of excitement in your life. Seems the Empire's bringing a bit more excitement than usual here to our little town."
His like one eyebrow raises and says, "I'm usually privy to Imperial matters. Do you mean something's happened here?"
Well, not so much specifically, but like the influx of the firearms, the sudden interest in arming our town guard. It's very out of the left field, wouldn't you say?
I would. I did help the acquisition of those new firearms from the Empire. I thought it would be good, given what we heard from our lizard folk friends. Although it seems the Sahuagin threat wasn't as what's the word? Wasn't as
Immediate?
Immediate, yeah. Thank you. From outside the window. Hey, thanks. It wasn't as immediate as I had thought. So to my contemporaries, I may seem like a bit of a fool, but at least Saltmarsh is safe.
Aye, that it is. I'll see to it as long as I'm here, lad. And he kind of changes the subject and kind of points at his little rock. It's like, fancy little trinket you got there.
Oh, it's sort of up on the wall. He says, right, you never know who's watching.
Watching, lad. You
Yeah.
mean it's not just a rock there?
Oh, no, certainly not. It was given to me by our old court wizard. It's, for protection.
What does it protect you from?
It's a +4 Rock of Trojan.
Syphilis.
He looks to the rock and, like, looks to you, and, like, you can tell he's, like, processing, like, should I be telling you? Make a persuasion check.
It's an 18.
He looks right about to tell you, and Scaran Wave Chaser steps away from the roll and says, "Sir, I don't recommend it." He's like, "Scaran, he's the savior of Saltmarsh. He's the Hydra Slayer. Like, what could possibly go wrong?" And he says, "Sir, you know what could go wrong." And Scaran looks to you and says, "Tread carefully."
Oh, I be treading carefully, Scarin. What are you so scaring of?
I'm just saying, you have a reputation in certain circles.
Aye, I could say the same about you, Wave Chaser.
And you would be right. That's why I'm here to protect my master.
Aye, seems we've got that much in common then.
And I'll say I know someone's sizing up a mark when I see one.
Aye, there'll be no size in here. And he kind of acknowledges the fact he's a fucking dwarf. He's like 3.5 feet tall.
Yeah,
He's like, I know all about being inferior in size, lad.
Give me another persuasion check. I'm not trying to make you roll it.
No, you're
out
good.
the ass,
This is fun. That's not as good.
Okay.
That's a 13.
Yeah. Let's see. Okay. If you're like sort of looking back and forth between Scarin and Anders, you see Anders go a little pale when he hears Scarin's advice. But like when you start cracking jokes, like a nervous smile like kind of cracks across his face. He's like, Scarin, you worry too much. There's no way that the captain would steal from us. And Scarin sort of narrows his eyes at first his master and then like nods to you and like takes a step back. He says, "Forgive me for my intrusion. I did not mean disrespect."
Aye, all in good fun. We're just having a laugh.
Andrew says, "I appreciate your stopping in. You should make this more frequent. I enjoy your company."
Aye, you can count on it, lad.
He says, "Well, of course, as usual, there's a council meeting coming up. I hope to see you there.
Aye, that you will.
We have some big good news, I think, for all of you.
Aye, that's...
So especially tell Big Nick."
He kind of like grumbles at Big Nick's name. He's still not quite happy with him at the moment, but
Yeah, understandable.
he kind of acknowledges.
Cool.
So I gotta admit, when you said when Anders was saying the captain's not gonna steal from us, in my mind I just saw a "It's Always Sunny" thing. The gang steals a rock.
Yeah, that's awesome.
As he's in the middle of trying to fucking take the rock off his desk.
What?
Oh, no, you're damn right I wouldn't try to steal
Now,
it.
boy, I make this thing called fat milk.
Love it.
So I guess he's on his way back to the SSSSS2.
Yeah.
Is the courier still there, perchance?
Yeah, no, like now would be a good time for like you to show up. The courier's there. He's like, "I got a package for Captain Flint Fargus. Is he here?
Aye.
I got a package for you.
Aye.
Here." I don't know why he's yelling. You're
He
right
grabs
there.
it, and then he kind of, as he's walking away, Captain kind of like grabs his collar real quick, and he kind of writes some crude, his crude chicken scratch on like a piece of napkin.
Yeah, you can like tear off a little bit of the like packaging. It's like brown paper.
Yeah, and he's
this thing's
basically
been
writing a message to Ada,
Okay.
telling her that him and Scarin have some weird like rock that they're trying to. There's something going on there.
Okay.
They're trying to either protect something, or there's something seedy there that he's being really tight-lipped about, and he just wants Ada to know.
This is the first time I've ever asked this in a 5th edition game to a person playing a rogue character. Do you want to write this in Thieves' Cant?
Bro.
Do I ever?
Can Ada read Thieves Can't?
That's a gamble.
I was about to say,
If it's in plain text, you have the risk of it being intercepted. or
Ada,
whatever.
stop. Scarin has rock. Stop.
Do you understand my accent? That's Thieves' Cant. Oh my god, what language does he speak? I'm sorry, I derailed that already.
no, you're good.
It's an option available to you.
Or you could write it in Dwarven.
You could,
Or you could just put a mushroom stamp
because
on it.
there are no dwarves in Salmar.
As I say, all that's there is Mana Strat. I guess Captain would trust me. Fuck it, he's gonna write in Thieves' Cant. Why the hell not?
All right.
Yeah, he'll write in Thieves' Cant.
You don't have to like go into detail on what that's like, unless you want to.
Nah, I'm trying to like cover all my bases here because there's a chance she doesn't read and goes, "Fuck the captain." Because that's what I would do. I don't know. Do I know any like any reputable thieves, honorable thieves, Robin Hood types who could like translate for if Captain's not around to do so?
Do you want a? I think it would be an investigation to see. Are you like trying to check if she has the resources to be able to like decipher it?
Yeah.
Yeah, make an investigation. This is sort of like a memory, I guess.
It's a 9.
Bro. Here.
It's, I mean, I can list some like cool facts about Ada. She owns the most amount of boats in Saltmarsh. She owns a good amount of like the contracts for like shipping and stuff. So if you're taking the time to send something to her, I mean, there's a pretty good chance she's not going to throw it away. So
Yeah, fuck it. We've had a good enough relationship. She needs to find me. She knows where to find me. So I'm gonna write in Thieves' Cant.
Cool.
I'm gonna sign the captain, then hand it off to the courier. I'm gonna flick him like a couple of gold coins for his time.
yeah,
I can
it only takes 1 gold.
I'm gonna flip him 1 gold coin for his time.
Yeah.
I can only imagine that the thieves' cant is a picture of a stick figure. Scared
always a
with
stick
the
figure.
rock.
But then, like,
That's thieves'
But
cant.
then, like, there's a circle around the scare and stick figure just says, like, stinky doo-doo head. But, like, the D is backwards.
What could it mean? Ancient hieroglyphs.
So stinky boo boo head.
Pretty much.
Inside the package is the Mezzaluna with the modifications that you requested.
Ooh.
It is lighter, and you are able to use it, which is the uncommon modification. So it's basically you've given it a magical quality that it gives the user proficiency with it. So now you can use it. It does. It's two-handed. It does 2d4 damage in melee.
Or 1d8 when it's
And
a
then-
bow.
Yes, correct. Mock, do you want to open up your package?
Yes, what's in my package?
Uncommon armor. You open it up and it is this bright, shiny, gleaming plate armor, and it is called the Armor of Gleaming.
The fuck?
It never gets dirty.
Oh, shit. So what if I'm intentionally trying to be sneaky and rub dirt on it?
Nope, it's
Damn
not
it.
dirty.
Let's hope we don't fight any
I mean,
predators.
I was gonna say plate armor gives you disadvantage on stealth anyway, but it's the AC 18 type full plate.
Is that what I have now?
I don't know.
I have plate armor.
It's the play the
That sounds like
stealth
plate armor.
trumpets kind of armor.
Didn't you get that plate armor from like the
South
first session?
Logan? No, we got him from the
From
South Logan.
Logan?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And I cut it up into half plate.
That's right. Yeah. Because I remember there was a set of full plate in the haunted house. Murder
No, I don't
house.
think there
or whatever.
was.
It was like rusty. It was on that skeleton.
Yeah, we
There was like
did go
worms
for
and
it.
shit.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Yeah, I don't remember if we took
Yeah.
that or not.
So other than not getting dirty, does it do anything?
That is it. That's 300 gold.
That's crap.
It's uncommon. I'm sorry. You wanted to pay 300 gold. That's 300 gold gets you.
It sucks to suck, dude.
It's okay. You guys are getting into to the next tier of play, so I mean, not to table talk too much, but the risks are higher, the rewards are higher too. So common and uncommon are like 1 through 5 tier. Now that you guys are above level 5, you'll start to see like rare, very rare more often. So
Mock might be able to make some money with this armor, though.
okay,
Betting people in the SSSSSS
okay.
square that they can't throw a beer on them.
Bet you can't make beer stain this armor. I like it. So the council has had time to consider Big Nick's proposal to move the empty net to the formerly haunted house. The forms have been signed in triplicate. All the bureaucratic paperwork has been submitted thanks to your imperial education. The decision was reached and lobbied specifically by Jill and Primewater that the decision was unanimously approved. With great applause from all but the competitor taverns in Saltmarsh, many are excited about the prospect of what some are calling will be a mega tavern. Jill and Primewater, in addition to supporting a new venture on his own land, thanks to the suggestion of a one Yardley Quiffin, he has also volunteered financial support with the mega tavern in exchange for a profit share. Ada Oland has offered to sponsor shipment contracts. Manistrad Copperlocks struck a deal for discounts for dwarves for her mining company. And Anders Solmore has paid to contract a carriage house outside of on the property to bring in people from across the empire. The good news is curtailed by a report set by a messenger from Gremsgard. A new threat was identified, but it doesn't appear to be very serious. A few imps have moved into the haunted house since its abandonment. What's unusual about this is that they are surprisingly literate and appear to be bringing sacrifices and offerings to something inside. I actually had him roll to see how good his report was going to be, and he crit. So they're literate. They're bringing sacrifices and offerings to something inside. So
Big Nick
They're
heard
asking.
imp, and he's thinking dick fuck from that excursion to the mummy tomb,
oh yeah,
because his imaginary friend was an imp.
that's right. So sort of collectively, all the heads in the council chambers like turn to you guys. Saltmarsh's problem solvers. Yay!
Well, I say, boys, it's time to take out these simps.
Nice.
Bitch.
So, does Saltmarsh have a castle law?
Castle law. Oh, like
Stand your ground.
I mean, yeah, probably.
They're on my property.
Whatever fantasy castle law applies. Yeah, basically they're squatting and they need to be evicted. You hear like a sharp metallic sharpening sound. Sharp metallic sharp. Real great description there. Of a hook hand being unsheathed. It's about time I got my vengeance. And you turn at Eggplant Boy's in his like combat stance. He's like, I won't be left behind this time.
That's the kind of initiative we need. He's going to give him a big hearty slap on the back.
Goes for a high five. Oh, wait.
Yeah, I don't want that.
Now, boy, when you wipe, do you go front to back or back to front?
It's a complicated process. And he makes like a hand wrapped around the hook hand motion.
Oh, boy, you're wasting too much paper. Here, let me show you how you do it.
Oh, you're going to make up a little magical item for him?
Prestidigitation.
Did you get a 20?
I did.
Yeah, you teach him the masterful art of wiping. Of one-handed wiping. He's like,
Saltmarsh is still short on toilet paper, so
true. Yes, toilet paper shortage. So, what do you guys want to do? You guys have a short little mission that seems almost beneath you, to be honest. It's a couple of imps.
Yeah, sounds like
I
nothing
mean-
could go wrong.
Yeah.
May as well just
this is Jeremy Clarkson.
Let
This what could go wrong?
let Eggplant Boy do this on his own. Let him earn his
Well,
fucking
it's
spurs.
my land. I got to go help.
'Kay.
So
Cool.
Also, before we do that, I need to go get my blunderbode fixed because it's still
Oh,
busted.
I forgot it busted. Adelatha can repair it pretty easily. You also have an artificer.
Yeah, I could bust a nut on that gun.
Oh, cool. Well, I was hoping to go to Adelatha to see if I can get another one.
Wow,
Jerry's
okay.
just like, can I exchange this, please?
Is it under warranty?
Yeah.
First shot, it blew up.
I guess I could repurpose it. Sure. And you put it up on the counter. She'll like start to clear it, and then new one. And she'll turn around and she'll hand you one. It's got a slimmer profile. It appears. She says it'll do it the same thing, but I put a few modifications. into
Okay.
it.
Now that's like a full size one. There.
Do you want it one-handed or two-handed?
Well, I have it in here as one-handed or two-handed, I think.
Yeah, it's two-handed.
Yeah, I'd keep it two-handed just for the damage.
You can shoot it one-handed, but it'll give you disadvantage.
That's fine. Cool. What else did I want to do? I wanted to do something else now that was down here.
Actually, I take that back. You won't shoot it with disadvantage. I'm sorry. This will come up if it ever comes up. I'm sure it won't. But
Just kidding. I'm done.
okay.
Time to go kill some imps.
Okay. So, you guys are working your way out to the haunted house?
Sure.
Why the hell not?
Yeah.
Okay. Eggplant Boy insists on leading the charge.
Yes.
It's a matter of pride, unless you want him to not do that. He's going
Mop
to do it.
looks at him and says, isn't this where you lost one of your hands?
Speaking of, I was actually gonna before he said that, I was gonna go over to the captain and say, "Hey, remember we found this? Still
You pull
in my
out like a
bag.
sloppy, like gross, defrosted hand.
I'm gonna go. Are we close to that garden yet?
You're close to the cliff
Okay.
that sailed off.
I'm gonna go.
Look what
I'm
I
gonna go lay
found.
it down gently and say, "Hey, look what I found."
Like you'll turn and like he looks. It's like looks a little smaller than mine. I don't know about that. I don't think that's mine.
Whatever. I tried. I kick it back into the
Get
ocean.
into this cliff. A lovely full circle. I love that. He's like, I'm on the lookout for those stupid ferrets. You said something. He's like, oh, isn't this where you lost your hand? He's like, yeah, and where I earned Vengeance Maker. And he like gestures to his hook.
Okay.
Whatever, dude. And sure enough, you see some movement. Do you guys want to stop and like investigate, or do you want to like just make your way up?
How far away are we from the house currently?
I want to say you're like 100 yards.
I'm going to pick up a handful of dirt and throw it on myself.
Nothing happens. You get a little dirt on your face, but not your armor.
Where did you say we were seeing movement from?
Like at the house, you see that there is movement of some small things going out of the house to the well, which you may or may not remember, and then back.
What are they? Are they carrying anything? Are they like taking stuff back and forth?
Give me a perception check.
Yeah.
Anybody that's looking.
15 for me.
15.
20, not net, but
Oh yeah, it doesn't matter for me then. I got a 14.
Okay. With your 20, you see that they are carrying large ceramic pottery, like jars above their heads, and are like dumping out water into the well, and then throwing the jars under their arms, and like they're imps. Sorry, by the way. So they're like trotting back, and then like sort of making casual conversation with the ones that are coming out, and like they pass. You notice that something is kind of weird. They look a little strange. They look a little like heavier set than normal imps. Normally imps are gangly and like they don't do teamwork, which is kind of weird. This should have been a different check, but I don't care. It's unusual for them to repeatedly perform some kind of like teamwork unless they've been commanded directly and observed at all times. So, I mean, these are devils. So
right, they're mini demons.
right.
Do we hear some like music in the background with a little whistling melody?
You do not. There's no music.
There's
That's
no
audible.
There's no hi ho.
No, surprise. No.
Hi ho.
You don't hear music at this distance.
What about dink dinks?
Dink dink.
Dink 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 dink.
No dink dinks.
Shit.
What about the bleeps, the sweeps, or the creeps?
Just go through
Not
Mel
yet.
Brooks' whole catalog.
Right. Yeah.
Let's just go say
That was
hi.
silent movie, but y'all at home couldn't see that because it's a podcast.
So
Captain is gonna lean over to Yardley and be like, Yardley, you're one of them artificer types. You can like make shit, right?
I can.
Do you have something that can like walk in unnoticed and like tell you what's going on?
Let me see what I can do.
Mock gets this look in his eyes. You're talking to him, and he looks at Yardley and he says, "Shoot him with the cannon."
I do have a cannon that I can shoot. We can also take some more gentle approaches.
look, Captain,
Shoot
I got a
him with
hook.
the cannon.
I got a fist. Let me gut him.
I can cast invisibility.
Great. Make me invisible, and I'll sneak up on him.
Eggplant boy, I appreciate your enthusiasm, but we're gonna handle this one with a little more tact.
Okay. All right.
By shooting him with the cannon.
At level 6, I can make some stuff.
All right.
Let me see. I think I can make... Oh, what was it? I can make a Boots of Winding Path, so a creature that can teleport up to 15 feet as a bonus action to an unoccupied space. If we're going for...
Does take a little time to make those.
yeah,
Teleports
hours.
behind you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well,
I still have invisibility.
Yeah.
So that might actually be our best...
He's like, Eggplant's like, okay, look, all right, well, we'll table the gutting thing. If he's saying invisibility, I can scout or something.
Okay, counter offer. I have a +7 to stealth, so I'm gonna scout.
Oh, okay.
So can I cast invisibility on myself?
Yes,
it
you
says
can.
any creature that I can see. So
Yeah.
I think I can see most of me,
Yeah, you can cast invisibility on
until
yourself.
you cast invisibility.
unless
Right.
it's Halo 1 and I can't see my feet.
Roll. Actually, now you can't see your feet because you're invisible.
What if...
Roll stealth with advantage.
Can I also use Reduce on...
To make him smaller?
On Big Nick?
Yes.
I think it's a willing creature.
Yeah. Do you wanna be reduced?
Does that help at all? Do I get
It'll
like
make you
double
smaller.
advantage?
It makes your footfalls lighter. I think you normally get advantage. I don't think you get double advantage though.
Roll
We can give you a
forward.
+2 if you want to burn the spell slot. It'll give him a +2.
Advantage +2 then?
Yeah.
Okay,
Go for it.
let's do it. We're actually thinking.
I like it.
This is going to backfire.
And then I bring a
So
catapult down.
your
and-
magics mix. What is your? I'm sorry to derail, but what does your reduce spell look like? Because you're an artificer, so it's like tech.
Haha. So he's gonna take his hat off again. He's like, "Now, boy, put this on real quick. Put this on your noggin." And he's gonna
Put
like,
it on.
he's just gonna put push his hand on the top and go. And
just
he's just
shoots you
gonna.
down a little.
He's like, now don't jump now, boy. And he's gonna just. And then you
It's
just
like those
shrink down.
positionable blinds. That's awesome.
With the Mario sound.
Mock just looks at him and says, "Oh, that's cute."
Yeah. So advantage +2.
I am now the size of the captain.
The real little Nick.
Not so big, Nick.
Okay, the first one was a 22.
Okay.
And the second one was...
You should re-roll that
yeah,
because you
I-
fucked everything up. Jesus Christ.
Second one was a crit.
Okay. So you sneak up and you do not think you've been detected. You like hunker down behind a bush. You've touched nothing on the way there. You've heard every blade of grass rustle. And you do hear music, but it's not like any music you've ever heard. It's high pitched. It's energetic. It's like too fast. But you don't hear where it's coming from, or at least it appears to be coming from the house direction, but you can't detect like a source.
Is it EDM?
Actually, is it Nightcore?
It's not Nightcore. But the closer you get, you may be able to discern more details about it.
Okay, do I feel safe getting farther?
Yeah, you could probably venture a little further.
Okay, roll again.
I'm gonna say you rolled a crit with your like 29.
Yeah.
I'm gonna see if anything can spot you. I'm just gonna tell you what you see. There are two imps that are guarding the door, and there are like that little train of 4 or 5 train of 4 or 5 that are coming in and out.
Strangers?
Strangers. You're able to see the physical differences in these imps. They are heavier set. They've got kind of like a big like beer belly, and they kind of like waddle as they walk as they're carrying these things. They have like like jowls that hang down, and they have facial hair, which is very unusual for a devil. That's like grown out on their like heavy necks, but like not a real beard, just like on their necks.
5 o'clock shadow.
Yeah.
The fucking
beard.
incels, dude.
They are like pimply faced, and many of them have glasses,
Oh my god.
and they're balding.
Oh my god. Do they smell like Mountain Dew and Doritos?
They have like crusty like stuff on their fingers, and yeah, that you can smell them from here for sure.
Wonderful.
And you overhear it says, "We must serve the lady."
Ooh, lady. Interesting. Can I get in the house?
Yeah, you can try to sneak past the guards.
Bro, you are going in dangerous
give me,
territory.
Give me one more stealth with advantage check.
Still +2?
+2.
Still.
Okay, that was not good enough.
Okay.
Okay, so that is a math is hard 17.
As soon as you like start to walk through the front door, one of the guards like turns to like look, and just happens to bump into you as you're walking through the threshold. He goes, "Ha! Wait! Halt! Intruder!" What do you do?
Shit. Hang on.
No.
Please don't take out the blunderbuss.
Right in the face. Come
I'm
on.
gonna take out the blood.
Right in the face.
Please, whatever you do, don't say I'm gonna take out the blunderbuss.
I tried to be stealthy and fart, but instead I dropped
You're
the
not-
book, and then everyone
see-
looked at me. Then I farted.
You're still invisible. You're still reduced in size. And there's just this one that has said, "Halt, intruder!"
Shit, I can't cast a spell
Why not?
because I'll become uninvisible.
Yeah.
I'll still be reduced, but I'll be uninvisible.
So cast invisibility again.
Do it again. What do you want to do?
Okay, can I try to like dash into the house
Yeah, you can try
past
to.
him?
Yeah, certainly.
Maybe like I don't know, opposed athletics or something.
Yeah.
That is a 16.
Rolled a 17.
Jesus.
He rolled an 18 for perception versus your yeah, and then rolled a 17. So he grabs you, and obviously the guy he was standing with was like intruder, you didn't touch anything. And then when he sees his friend like grab onto an invisible thing and get like jerked around, he's like, oh no, there really is a thing. Hey, halt! None can harm the lady. And they like the guard runs at you and grabs at a some kind of weapon at his waist. What do you want to do?
Now can I shoot him in the face?
You're grappled, so you'll have
Okay.
to break free first.
And that's athletics, right?
Roll opposed athletics, yeah.
Oh, Jesus. That's a 9.
Oh, I got a 19. So he grabs you and like throws you back. You're small now, so he throws you back into a suplex, and like you feel like your back crack a little bit.
This is the only way this could have ended.
Let's plan to
But
be
you
smart.
take 5 damage.
Ooh.
You're
from a
small,
suplex.
right? Just play it off like you're a fucking imp.
You see upside down the other guard pull his hat down out of thin air.
Stop.
He tips his fedora. For milady, I must go out all just this once. And the last thing you see is a blade strike across your face before you're knocked out.
You made them goddamn simps, dude. I'm so mad.
Obviously there's a bit of a commotion that you guys see. You hear like a loud thump and then like shing and then silence.
Yarley just be like, I'm sure he's fine. Let's go.
Mock's running for the house,
Okay.
yelling, "Hey, hey!"
Yeah. You see, as you like make yourself known, a lot of the imps like make grabs for their weapons and say, "Halt! We have an intruder. State your business."
This is our house.
What?
We have legally purchased it, and we're here to move in. We have the paperwork.
Show me the warrant.
Warrant? No, we have the title, the deed.
Show me.
Well, you have to let our friend go. He's the one that has it.
Intruder?
He's not an intruder. It's his house.
He does have a name. That is a little bit rude of
Make
you.
a persuasion check.
Great.
Can I do it with assistance?
Yeah, go ahead.
I rolled a 14.
Okay.
Well, with my modifier, 16.
Okay.
Persuasion.
+0.
Sorry, that was a 15.
What do you get?
1.
Like, the lady doesn't care about your laws of man. She's beyond the realm of men.
That's fine. I mean, we'll allow you to move out, or we'll kill you all and evict you.
He like considers your offer. He says, "You do look quite strong. You would be no match for us if we were defending the lady, but perhaps you would make a suitable sacrifice. But she would determine that."
Mock pulls out the sword and shield and just looks all big and just says that the lady won't have any protection after I kill all of you.
Yarley's gonna put his hand on you. He's like, "Now wait. We don't need to get all violent in here, Sir Mock.
Violence solves
Now
problems.
just 1 second. I'm sure this is very reasonable. I'm sorry. What is your name, sir?"
My name's Grimblegram.
Well, Grimblegram, my name is Yardley Quiffin, the great Yardley Quiffin. And what say you to a little wager?
A wager?
A wager.
I'd gamble it all for the lady.
Now I am curious. Now, what is your lady's name?
The divine lady. You must meet her. I dare not speak her name or it would sully my tongue.
I wouldn't want to sully your tongue, good Grimble Gramble. But what say you to a little game?
Speak your terms.
I have right here. There's 2 things we could do.
Okay.
2. Count them 2. 1, 2.
One, two.
Both of 'em.
Both of them right here.
He's got like hands like this. He's like 1, 2.
No, that's not 2. I'll show you what 2 is. It's right here. 1, 2, space. So, what you gotta do is, if you can dirty this man's armor,
Okay.
you can let my friend go. Or you can keep our friend.
Okay.
If his armor gets any dirt on it, his chest plate gets any dirt, you can keep our friend. And you can kill him, sacrifice him, whatever you gotta do to the divine lady.
Okay.
But if the armor doesn't get dirty,
We kill you all.
then we get to have our house back and no sacrifice.
counter offer.
I like counter offers.
The first part stays the same. The second part, if I lose, you must see the lady
Do we still get to kill them?
before you evict us.
May I commune with my friends for just 1 second?
Do not take too long.
I won't take too long.
My patience and my way. I can't do that voice, dude. It sucks. My patience and way with the blade are one and the same.
So it's very divine, you say.
Yes?
Your divine patience and your divine skill with the blade, sir. I'm complimenting you, you see. Based off your broad shoulders and your lovely face.
Oh. You should tell that to the lady when you see her.
And you must tell me
because I'm going to win the wager.
Indeed. Gentlemen,
You can commune.
we're gonna fuck this bitch up.
Well, they can take us to her, and then we'll just kill her. I mean,
Well, we have to have some panache about it, Mr. Mock. We can't just go in blindly killing people. We had a thought-out plan, and
You're
it
right.
kind of fell to the wayside, but we don't need to kill
See,
anybody.
the problem is you
We'll just
put
beat
Big
her
Nick
into
in charge of
submission.
thinking.
What we have right now is I have a gun.
and I have fists.
and you are a Mock, and we have a captain.
Yeah.
Our friend is in a little bit of a jib-jab right now.
Surprise.
Speaking of which, as you're communing, you see that 3 of the imps are dragging a smaller Big Nick who's been knocked out and tying him to the post. He's been like sort of bound around the arms by a bunch of rope, and they're just like setting him up. Or they're not tying him to the post. They're just setting him up next to the like on the porch to like be able to observe the wager, as it were.
I was about to say, because he was about to yell at him for he's like, oh.
Yeah, he's, Big Nick, you're alive. You're barely coming to. You were just knocked unconscious for a little bit, and you wake up and you're restrained.
He's gonna look over. He's like, gentlemen, what do you think about this situation here?
Mock looks over at the imps and he says, "All right, let's play this stupid game."
We shall see who is stupid after the gamble. Okay. So, are you wearing the armor during this wager? Okay. So a couple of them like have their own little convene, and there's a couple ideas that are floated, and then one like hits the other, and they get into a little bit of a fight, and then it's resolved. And Grimblegram says, "It is settled. I will sully the armor." And he puts his hand at his waist and reveals his blade, and it is a fine blade indeed. Does anybody want to like give me some
Yes.
kind of check, especially the artificer?
Can I do that since I'm awake?
Yes, with disadvantage because you're still like.
What kind of
woozy.
check is it?
Gonna be Arcana.
1.
6.
Okay.
Oh man, this is sad. It's a 12, but it could have been a crit.
Oh,
All of these rolls
all
could
rolls
have
could
been
be
a crit.
crits. You saw it like slide
the
at 20
second,
and then
the second roll was a 20, but I got disadvantage.
Damn. So, as an artificer, you get a little bit more. It is a very magic sword. This is a. You have never seen a sword with like this level of enchantment before. It is stupid strong, like brokenly strong.
Can I do some flavor for that?
Yeah.
So like the little emerald bow tie that he has on occasionally will not react to much, but the second it's kind of like a Geiger counter, just be like,
Oh, yeah.
it'll just like, and I'll be like, ooh.
It's like rattling the gemstones.
He's like, hold on there, Yolanda. We'll get through it.
Oh, there, Yolanda.
My gentress senses are tingling.
Lovely.
I would like to steal that sword though. Eventually.
You just run up and snatch
The
them.
captain's got you. Have a 14.
Yeah.
Bro, I got a +5 sleight of hand.
I got plus 14 sleight of hand.
So,
I'm stealing that sword for you.
It's like a Napoleon
I'm just gonna
Dynamite where
kill him and take
that
it.
woman's like, I want that.
so he's going to make an attack against you. What is your AC?
I'm going to try and dodge.
Okay.
Please no.
21.
He misses. So you jump out of the way, and he says, "No fair! You have to stay still!"
Counterattack.
Bah! And you're just gonna like slap the shit out of him.
No, with my sword.
Okay.
Are you gonna make it? Oh
Roll.
wait, you have a new sword.
Roll
You're not
to
using
hit.
like Quicksilver anymore, are you?
Okay, so what's the reliquary do? I have +2 to spell attack, melee, and range. Is that like +2 to attack?
That's
or-
for your spells.
Okay.
So yeah, +2 to your melee and ranged spell attack.
Okay, it's a 13.
You hit.
Okay.
Roll your damage.
I'm sorry.
11.
How do you kill this imp?
His head just comes straight off.
Yeah, you just behead him right away.
Yes, one quick swipe.
Yeah, with a quick gout of devil blood spraying into the air, and then drained the head. The
And my
neck
clean
beard
armor.
head rolls over. And can I have a dexterity save?
Which is what?
It'll be
A dexterity
dex.
save?
So
Oh,
on that front
your-
page, your dexterity, and then they'll have a little save at the.
Okay, 13.
So the blood like splatters off the armor, and then armor of gleaming, pew, and it's gone.
So fresh
And,
and so clean.
Yeah, and at this, seeing that they've been beaten, the salt marsh imps stamp their feet and curse and gnash their teeth. No fair, cheated.
Well, how about this? We didn't cheat. He made an attack. I just meant dirty it, not stab my friend. So, he's going to pull out a little sack of red wine. And he's going to be like, try this on the armor, if any of you wish.
Mark just looks at her. He's like, anyone else want to try something funny?
Yeah, they all look at each other and say, "No, wager one." Didn't have to kill Grimblegram.
What about that sword that everybody's looking
Yeah,
at?
his sword is like sort of mock. It's sitting at your feet, and it's a little long for an imp, but short for a human. But no problem there.
He picks it up and looks at it, and looks over at the captain, and just gets his grin, flips a blade, and then holds it out to him with the hilt.
With the blade in your hand, you can see that the edge is like monomolecularly sharp, like insanely so. Yeah.
Do you want this?
It's a lot of syllables.
Yeah.
Monomolecularly.
Yeah, oh yeah. I mean, you like the edge
Monically
is
sharp.
insanely sharp.
And the captain's putting away the Websters. I best give it to the magic professor here. We'll be able to sort it out what to do with it later.
Can make another Arcana check if you want to study it more
I
closely.
absolutely would.
Yeah, kind of got cheated on that.
I got a 5.
So less.
It's a very sharp sword.
Yeah. Something looks a little off about it that you weren't picking up when it was just in his hand. Yes, it's still like incredibly strong and the bow tie's going nuts, but there's something weird. Like, why would the imps have this? And as you look around, you see that all of them have it. So, who knows?
Does anyone want another one?
Can I be like trying to at least work my way free? Because my hands are bound, right?
You're
about just-
restrained, yeah.
how about
So it's a
just cut you
condition.
free?
Yeah, I was gonna say you were one in the wager, so they come over and they're saying, "Fine, but our end of the bargain must be met. You must see the divine lady."
Mock asks if Big
Before
Nick
we
is our property now.
I don't care. I don't know what your rules are. I'm just a Salmar chimp.
All right. Do we follow him or do we kill him?
Nah, we'll go and see the lady.
How many are in the room?
There's
Well, we're
like
still outside, aren't we?
yeah, you killed one. There was 6 of them out there, so there's 5 still alive.
Okay.
And then you took the sword. It says, just so you know, the divine lady, you have to mind your manners, all right? We have a deal.
How close are all these imps to us?
They're like walking with you.
Show 'em
Like
what the
they don't.
It's like 10 feet, maybe.
I don't think they're all in 10 feet, but like you can get a lot of them in 10 feet if you like sort of like walk meander.
Can Captain quietly pull Eggplant Boy to the side real quick?
Yeah.
He's gonna kind of pull him aside and go, "All right, you're not gonna like what I have to say now, but this is good. I'm getting some weird feelings about all of this.
Captain, I'm really hoping the next words out of your mouth are gut them.
Well, Yes and no.
Okay.
If by got them, you mean not got them, then yes.
No, but okay.
I mean, I technically said got them. I just put a word in front of it.
Fair enough. Yeah, you got me there.
All right, I want you to stay here. And by here, I mean a couple, 10, 50 feet back. If you hear shite start to go down, I need you to run back to town, grab as much backup as you can, preferably the Grim Guard if they're around, but somebody. I need you to lead the charge back, and then you can gut them.
I don't want to do that. I want to be a hero. I want to be a part of the action.
You can't be a hero, Eggplant Boy, if you're dead.
All the best heroes are dead.
And can I just turn around and do an intimidation roll at him and just like, do what you're fucking told?
Yeah, go ahead. Crit. He's just like, yeah, fine.
You just say, bitch.
What I say?
What are you doing? In my house.
Yeah, he's like,
Jesus.
fine. Only because you said so, Captain. Following orders. But I get the next time.
Eggplant Boy, you pull this off. They'll be painting portraits about you leading this fantastic charge. All them salty wenches down at the SSSSSSSSSSS.
Tricky.
We'll be all over you.
Well, and the next time we fight a Hydra, we'll just send him in first.
You'll have to,
I'm gonna be a hero. Bitten in half.
you'll have winches swinging off your hook faster than you can say, winch, get off my hook.
Oh, I love it. They'll call me Eggplant Boy the Wench Hook.
No. They'll call you Eggplant Man.
Lovely. Yeah, he kind of gets stars in his eyes and says, "Yeah, okay, I can wait here." Yeah, naturally, the simps are kind of like, yeah, you picked up on that really quick. I like that. They're like, come on, we'll leave. Just you have to meet the lady first.
All right.
Yeah, you're unbound, by the way.
Okay,
You're good to
yeah,
go.
cool.
You do have like kind of a knot on your noggin.
The little egg.
Got an egg.
Rub it makes me think of Eggplant Boy.
Yeah, it's about the same size too. Are you still reduced, or is he still reduced?
Can I be
Recycled and reused if he wants to be.
Okay.
No, he can be full fucking.
Nah, leave him small for a while.
I'm the real small Nick.
That was really good. Oh no. Cool.
It's nice not being the smallest one around for a change.
Yeah.
No, I'm still taller than the captain.
As you make your way through the familiar layout, they take you down towards the basement that you're familiar with, and the big dining hall, sort of like kitchen area, has been converted into a like makeshift throne room, and you see 4 more imps that are like waving palm fronds toward the center of the throne, and you see an extremely disinterested and bored-looking succubus. She has her like cloven legs like crossed, and like she's like picking at her nails, and sees you. Is like, "Oh, what are you here for?"
He's gonna take it. The girl is gonna take his hat down. He's like, "Well, Miss Del Belfine, it's nice to meet you."
Did you read my?
No,
Oh yeah, that's her name. Congrats.
that's not fucking her name.
Del Belfiend.
Not.
I can show it to you right now.
Where did you even come up with that?
Just reverse.
Bro, I don't
He
know.
has ESPN.
Is there?
Belle
Can I
Delphine,
get
but
inspiration
reverse.
for that?
Yeah,
Fuck
absolutely. Yeah. So
Jesus
tell me what you what you wanted. Apparently, you're on her OnlyFans.
I don't know. I don't know what to do.
I thought you just win the campaign after
Yeah.
that. Like,
God.
Let's all go home.
go
We're done
home,
here.
Saltmarsh is done.
Let's take a breather.
Jesus, for real. Hold on.
Yeah,
I
well
gotta
done.
pee.
Let's take a quick break and we'll come right back.
Oh my God.
There it is.
Jesus fuck, man.
I'm pretty excited for you to see what it does. Eventually.
Yeah. Are we live?
Yeah,
Oh.
Okay.
How much of my rant did you get?
just a bit.
Okay.
I like
So-
to keep things interesting.
So
Yeah.
he's gonna bow, and he's gonna look. He's like, "Miss Dell, this might come off as forward, but in my youth, I used to be a big supporter of your provocative images. me and the budding gentleman would muse about your curves and whatnot.
She uncrosses her legs and sets them.
Fatal attraction.
Yardley casts enlarge. Yeah, we know how this goes.
with the right leg first, and then the left leg comes together, and she crosses them again and leans forward, very intent on what you're saying.
Now, ma'am, I understand the operation here, and everyone needs to make some coin. But I do not think that this is the place for you to make said coin. I don't think this is a good business venture.
She raises her eyebrows and casts her eyes away for a minute. She says, well, business has been bad, but it's always good to hear a fan. I thought I had none in Saltmarsh. It's a shame, but likewise, we're of like minds. It's time for me to move on.
May I direct you to a spot to go?
Of course.
So I have heard some. So out of game. Can I like mention something about like the capital or like somewhere in the wherever that might be?
No, you're forbidden for talking about anything except for what's in our immediate vicinity. And also, you're just forbidden from talking for the rest of this game.
I could not hear anything, but it sounded like a dumbass, caved-in, chest-ass, looking neck-beard-ass, glasses-wearing...
I said you got to give her the...
But,
so, you tell her, fuck off to the capital, basically. Give me a persuasion.
I'm gonna immediately use my inspiration on that.
Go ahead.
And I'm going to fucking die, because I got a 9.
A 9? Okay. She was pretty privy to the idea anyway, and she like nods her head and is like, "What about the rest of you?"
Big Nick reaches in his bag and he said, "This my house.
She's like, "Okay, fair enough.
I bought it."
No need for any more words. She like puts her hands on the edges of the throne, and the simps are like, "My lady, you don't have to leave if you don't want to." She's like, "Shut the fuck up." Like, kicks one over. And she's like, "Well, they actually probably should tell you, I got paid to be here, and I was just kind of waiting the time out, and there's nothing in my contract that said I had to stay if I was confronted with violence, so, anyway."
Well, we were non-violent offenders. However,
Who paid
this
you?
is a...
Believe me, you got weapons. It's good enough for me.
Did you hear?
No, what'd you say?
Who paid you?
Oh,
Scaring wave chaser.
she's like, honestly, fuck it. I'm done with this job. It's like, I don't know if you know her. Does the name The Lady of the Dead mean anything to you?
Does it?
Does it?
I don't know. Does it?
Does it?
Does it?
What,
It sounds like a religion check.
how would you know? Yeah.
I don't know. Do I know?
I don't know. That's what I'm asking.
No.
Do you know? Okay. Well, then you don't.
Who is she?
Can I roll a religion check on that?
Sure.
Some Monty Python ass. Right now.
Who's up first?
Yeah, but who is that? I don't know. Do you know?
I don't know. Who is it?
I'm gonna go breathe.
Tell him I've already got one.
What you got?
A crit?
13.
Tell me what you know about the Lady of the Dead.
Huge tracts of land.
Her name's Adelatha.
I don't know. Are you putting me on the spot to make something up here?
Yeah.
Okay. Big Nick's heard about the Lady of the Dead from bard songs from when he's in college.
Okay.
You know, just like folk songs and shit.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like
what kind of like theme? I mean, I would guess like sad.
Helvetica.
Dead.
Helvetica. What?
More of an aerial type.
I was trying to like really quickly think of like a WordPress theme, but I couldn't.
It's okay.
Just went with the font.
So they write songs about her. What about? Like a lost
So
love.
basically, she's like the lady of the River Styx,
Okay.
like the gatekeeper of the River Styx.
Okay.
Like Mr. Roboto?
Tomo Arigato.
Was she? I'm just throwing something out here. Was she in love with somebody across the river, and she had to watch him or her like die to like being immortal?
It was Yardley.
Well, she was immortal, but the person across was mortal. Is that what the song's about?
Did she say "Come sail away"?
Yeah, the lyrics of the song go something like, "We thought that she was an angel, but to our surprise, she climbed aboard her starship and headed for the skies."
Did she own a pizza shop?
I don't know what reference that was.
That
but
was the lyrics to Come Sail Away.
Come
It's
Sail
the end of
Away,
the song.
Okay.
It's actually the last
All
lyrics
right.
to the song.
I'm not taking any more notes other than Come Sail Away.
Yeah, basically, Come Sail Away is a song about her.
Does anybody else know anything about Legends of the Lady of the Dead?
She's dead.
No.
17.
You might know something. What do you know about the Lady of the Dead?
She's dead.
Yeah.
And,
She's dead and she a lady. She dead.
are there rumors that she is doing stuff to influence Saltmarsh?
Oh, certainly now. Yeah.
Yeah,
I'd say
okay.
more than rumors, all but confirmed.
And her name is Jake.
From State Farm.
Jake.
She wears khakis.
Jake Quellen?
Yes, Jake Wellen.
Hey, Ron.
And her love, Balake.
Okay.
Dear God. Captain rolled a 10 on his religion
Okay.
check.
You can throw something.
Liam Neeson's.
So the captain is immediately shook because that was the nickname they gave his mother.
They also gave.
Just say it. Whatever it is.
There's
just
one
say
other
it.
name. But I don't know if we should tell you.
Captain doesn't talk about that name.
It rhymed with.
It was cock jockey. Okay, sorry. No, I hold it in, so I'm just ruining the moment. Okay, the captain's mother. Why did they call the captain's mother the Lady of the Dead?
She was a notorious pirate captain who sunk many a trade vessel in her day.
One might say a pirate queen.
Yeah.
So she's not dead.
Perfect. But you did say she's dead, so she is dead.
She's also Mock's mother.
Plot twist. I mean, she was
Eskimo
known as the
brothers.
lady. She was known as the Lady of the Dead in life, but then she was killed by the Empire because she was one of the notorious sea princes. So there was a group of pirate royalty that sailed up and down the coast of what included Saltmarsh and would raid and pillage. But she, along with a few of the other sea princes, were either captured, killed, or were disappeared by the Empire when they exerted more control over the coast. Cool.
Oh.
Was she one of the Betancourt that locked away the goddess of storms?
I'm not. Oh, from
I'm not picking up what you're jiving right now.
it's the Pirates of the Caribbean
Plot.
yeah, they locked away.
Jones.
Oh, Daphne's the
Calypso.
girl that gives him the jar now.
I got a
Jack don't want to help Jack don't get down.
I got a jar of dirt.
Yeah. Cool. So,
by the way,
uh-huh.
bad guy from the haunted house round 1 was from the Sea Princes.
Yes, he was. He was working for them. Sanbalay.
Yeah, the guy we got Grim from.
So, there's more recent. So, allegedly, all the sea princes were taken care of from before he ran into Sanbalay. So,
So does the captain tell us that that's his
Captain's
mom?
gonna keep that under lock and key for right now.
okay. So, sorry to conclude this real quick. The Divine Lady whips up a portal to Infernus. Infernus? Yeah, the hell plane where devils are from. Bye.
So Captain's gonna stop her before she goes.
Oh, yeah. What?
So, sorry to bother you there, Miss Belle Delfindo.
Del.
Del, yeah, for legal reasons, Del Belfiend.
Del.
Del.
Belfiend.
All right. So, you say you received your payment directly from this Lady of Death, did you?
Yes.
When was the last time you saw this fair lady?
Never in person.
Aye. So, where was the last person you saw her affiliate with?
She sent a screeching white to contract me. Honestly, one of the better messengers that I've received, just because it wasn't a flaming skull, because it's really overdone in Infernus, as you might imagine.
Aye. Are you expecting any correspondence in the near future?
Oh, I imagine I will. She'll probably think that I gave up the ghost too quickly. Saltmarsh. But the contract was fulfilled, so it's not really my business.
not to interrupt too much, but before you leave, can we have a couple of those swords from those little imp guys?
Oh, I don't give a shit about these guys.
Okay, sweet. Thank you.
Do we have to kill him to get him?
They are like, for the lady. And she says, and she starts. She was like sort of halfway through the portal, and she like steps back for a second. Unless you're willing to make a contract for more information.
I do like striking deals, but I'd like to know who I'm getting in bed with.
Mock looks at her and says, maybe.
It seems I have quite a few customers that may drive up my rates. I hope you understand.
What if you just have one customer?
Yardley's like drooling.
You might say I'm your only face.
He's just sitting there. He's like,
He starts twitching. Get it?
Yeah.
he starts edging.
What?
It's been a little while since we had one of them.
I don't get it.
Entertained, boy.
Yeah. Yeah, are you wanting to strike a deal with Del Belfiend?
Yeah, Mock.
Didn't
What
Mock
kind
want
of
to become a
contract?
warlock?
A Mock lock.
A mock lock.
It's like I can. She sort of looks into your eyes for a minute, and succubi have an ability to see what it is that you truly desire. And peering through your mind, she sees that power, that lust for power. She says, "I can't provide that, but I can certainly sublet some power for you for an archfiend that I know. I can put in a good word. How about that?"
That might work. Tell us what we need to know.
Boy, before you start doing this, think long and hard about what you're doing.
It is only your immortal soul. You're not using it anyway.
Well, tell me what I need to know.
Yes, I'm not privy to that information, but when you get the contract, he'll tell you more.
Send it on over. I'll have my people look at it.
Well, my people will get with your people. It'll be a whole thing.
That works.
It is what it is.
But Seamus can't read, Mock.
I was thinking about the people at the Temple of Prokin.
Seamus isn't my people.
Seamus isn't
It's the
anyone's
captain's people.
I got seven fingers. Seven fingers? Was that his name? Seven paws? Seven
Tree
fingers.
paws.
Seven paws.
Seven
Yeah.
paws.
Oh, tree fitty.
I did write fingers, but what? Kitties don't have fingers. They got
Yeah,
paws.
they're, what's it
Beans.
called where they got, like, extra fingers on them?
Yo, this dude's
Polydactyl.
eating
Yes.
beans, yo.
Yeah, so Captain's basically just he's gonna come back. He's gonna table that discussion with Mock about this Archfiend sit, but he's basically just gonna let her know that hey, maybe don't let your Lady of Death know that you've left because we kind of want to get that correspondence and we'll handle shit on our end.
My silence can be bought.
What about 20 gold?
How about a subscription?
What kind?
Ask your friend Yardley about my subscription services.
Well, you see,
You'll
man.
consider my silence bought.
Yardley, I'm a little too old for this. This isn't exactly.
I apologize. I have pressing business. Toodaloo. And then she disappears into Avernus.
Did she take the imps with
Infernus.
her?
No, the Simps are just like, lady, where did she go?
Mock looks at him and says, she said we could have your swords. You do that, we'll let you leave alive.
Persuasion.
13.
A 2 and a 3. Like, if the lady said so. And they like throw him on the ground.
Thank you.
So we now have 3 swords.
I need a better sword to study the way of the blade. And they run off, Naruto running with their arms behind.
Thank God.
Yeah, and they run off into the drowned forest.
Oh my
Okay.
God.
As you guys are sort of like, you gather up the swords. You guys have secured the property. As you go outside the soon-to-be haunted net mega tavern, you see a bulky half-orc with like a button-down white shirt that barely fits. Like the buttons are like coming apart at the seams. He's wearing a vest. He's got half-moon glasses, and he's writing with a comically small pen and writing pad.
I'm gonna shoot him point blank with my rifle.
16. 20.
Big Nick's gonna go up to him because I can obviously speak Orcish. Well, we're
And
hoping
say in
here. At
common.
least.
Don't sneak up on me, boy.
I'm gonna walk up to him and be like,
That's my blind spot! Go ahead.
What? How you doing?
Are you intimidating him?
No, I'm just asking him what he's doing.
What he's doing.
But
Is that how orcs speak? Just very quiet and then immediately loud?
Yeah,
so
you,
yell
like,
at
you
each other in the
scream at
face.
him as in a like common orc greeting, and he doesn't look up for a second. And looks over. I don't have glasses anymore to look over at you, but he looks over and says, "Oh, hello. I was looking for you. My name is Oh, hang on. Let me get this right. My name is Jugtooth Killsaw Scarhand. I'm an adventuring journalist, and I'm here to get your story."
what?
I'm starting up a new paper in Saltmarsh. Given I don't know if you've heard, but there's a few waves of migrants coming from the capital and from other lands coming to settle in Saltmarsh. Have you heard?
Not in my town.
Well, that's because there ain't a bulletin. So I'm here to start the Saltmarsh Semi-Weekly.
Is Orcish just like a hick accent?
I guess it is. It wasn't,
Yes.
and then it was. So he's like, I'm here to get your story. I hear y'all are called the Heroes of Saltmarsh, Hydra Slayers, something like that. Slydra Hayers.
Well,
Did I get that right?
So long as you're in that accent, you're only speaking Orcish,
Oh, right,
apparently.
right.
So,
yeah, so he's like,
Yarly understands really well.
yeah. Oh, yeah, I don't know if
like, do you actually speak Orcish?
No.
But he knows hick.
I guess I can pick up like one word. He's like, he's saying, he eats beans. He's eating beans, boys.
oh, it's just one of them bean sales.
Big old cans of baked beans, y'all.
Oh, fuck.
He's having that subscription service on beans.
Bean box. Every day you get beans shipped right to your door.
Lifetime supply of beans every day. Pinto beans, black beans, green beans, string beans, bean beans, mean beans, nice beans, orange
Bad
nuts,
beans,
green
sloppy
nuts,
beans,
pine nuts,
baked
Sean
beans.
green bean casserole on holidays.
You already said that one.
Fuck.
Fuck beans.
Golden Retriever's the top.
That's a bonus.
It's a Venus.
Get your order into Beanbox today. Get 10% off. Use your code Hydra Slayer.
Use code Rogan to check out.
Oh shit!
Use code Simps at checkout for 15% off. All right. Anyway, our characters like stand in silence as we wait for our like tirade to finish, just staring at the screen, waiting.
Jesus.
I'm sweaty and crying.
Yeah. So
Sounds
anyway,
like every night of my life.
like I'm here to get your story down for my Saltmarsh Semi-Weekly. And then also I got this idea for a subscription box where you get beans sent to your door. I'll let you know if that takes off. But anyway, I'm going to start delivering it around, and yeah, we'll see if it works out. But anyway, I want to get it from the horse's mouth. What do you get? What do you? Why do they call you heroes?
Well, we killed a Hydra.
Okay.
I'm going backwards order here.
Mm-hmm.
We killed a Hydra. Well, actually, sorry. Let me start from the most recent. We melted the town. We killed a Hydra.
Mm-hmm.
We stopped the moon from being blown up.
Okay.
We rescued a dude from the drowned forest that actually we kind of put there in the first place.
I would leave that part out if I were you.
I'm sorry. I need some time to. All right. So I got Hydra. I got Moon. What else did you say?
We cleared this house.
We killed
Okay.
that gator too.
Killed the gator. Yeah, we killed a gator.
Gator killing.
We almost died. Well, I didn't, but you guys
We almost
did.
got one-shotted by some snow wolves.
Jesus Christ.
I had a bread leg.
Rum ham, bread leg.
Okay, we cleared the house. We saved a dude from the drowned forest.
Nice. Okay.
And most importantly, we blew up a bar twice.
And you blow up a bar twice. Yeah.
Same bar.
Burned it down.
We blew it up once, and then we burned it down the second time.
Yeah.
This is textbook oversharing on the first date.
Yeah. Okay, so like he is struggling to keep up writing. He's like, "Oh, okay. Yeah. All right. Okay. I think I may have gotten it all. I'll just keep an eye on your porch, and you'll see a Saltmarsh semi-weekly.
I better see some semi-weekly with some beans there, boy.
Well, I'll let you know if I can get the beans thing going. I probably will.
I need my beans.
Man, he has a need for beans. What was your name again?
Beans.
Need for beans underground too.
Tony Hawk's under beans too.
My name's Yardley Quiffin.
Metal bean solid.
Yeah.
Nano machines. Nano beans.
Nano beans. Okay. Yeah. So, as you leave, we're gonna have a little bit of like a time pass, and we see some construction being started on the land to revamp the haunted house into a mega tavern, complete with stable house and
There'll be an arcade
and
in there.
such. And we
Like
get
Dave and Buster's.
one of our last scenes is we get the Saltmarsh Semi-Weekly newspaper slaps onto the front porch with the headline, "No Justice. Local arsonists burn tavern twice, vandalize moon." Subtext, "Gator killing. Rascals accost homeless imps." And then story 3, beans? Interested? And the last scene will have... You see an orc trimmed in icy blue pirate clothing and a tricorn captain's hat, kneeling before a throne throne shrouded in darkness. "Oh, I'm sorry, Lady Boss Ice Fang. They chopped up the Hydra good. What's the crew supposed to do now?" A hissing voice from the darkness responds, "Coldfinger, you have nothing but disappointments of late. I believe it's time for you to take a more direct approach." Oh, Lady Boss Ice Fang, silence! The throned figure interrupts. "Take yourself and the crew to the Lady of Plague. She will ensure your success against this obstacle." "Thank you, Lady Boss." Captain Coldfinger turns to the camera, leaving a sinister smile creeping across his scarred, monstrous face. Until next time.
This was sponsored by Bush's Baked Beans.
Not Goya. We're
Thank you
boycotting
for
them, by the way.
attending the mandatory Beans cast.
Dear
The Salty Beans Podcast.
Yes. We're rebranding.
Rebranding.
I will always love beans.
Oh man, we haven't had a Whitney Houston reference in a while.
We were doing so well.
Good lord.
Are you recording right now? Okay, cool. Simmons. Hey, roll me over. Simmons. Hey, guess what? I'm a pickle. I'm Pickle Krog. It's the Salty Boys. And I will always love you. And truly, it's not bourbon. And etching.